Hello guys, I've got a cool family history story to share from my personal family history, and it involves dynamite. So it's about a ancestor who he was working in a mine and trying to light the charges, and the Holy Ghost said, "Run." And then he ran down the tunnel, and while he was running, the charges exploded and pushed him down the tunnel, but he got out alive because of his prompting. But here's the actual recording of my great uncle telling the story.
Okay, this is another story about my father. When he was a young man, they were working at a mine called the Horn Silver. And they lived out there in a little 2-room log cabin. His mother and father and 10 children lived in a 2-room log cabin.
One of the rooms was a bathroom.
The Horn Silver mine was a mine that had a mine shaft that was about a mile long altogether, and it went straight into a mountain, and it went slightly uphill. It was just slightly uphill. And they had spent the entire day, the whole gang of them, the entire day running jackhammers, drilling into, they were actually drills that operated with air and water. And they drilled lots of holes into the rock. And they had packed the holes with dynamite. And they had fuses come running out of each of the hole. And there was a bundle of fuses all together in one place. And Dad's was the last one in the mine, and his job was to light the fuses. And it's damp in a mine. And he lit some of the fuses, and others were hard to get lit. And by the time he was kind of well on his way to getting the fuses lit, the first ones had already burned into the hole. So he couldn't see where they were at, where the fire was at. And finally, the last one sputtered to life, and it lit, and he heard a voice. The very instant it lit, he heard a voice that said, "Run!" And he jumped up and ran, just as fast as he could. And he hadn't gone very far, and the first charge went off, and the concussion lifted him off of his feet as he went running down the tunnel. But he didn't fall down, he kept running. If he had stayed even just a second or two more, he would have not lived. Years later, he took us all out to the old Horn Silver mine and showed us the fallen down log cabin. Did you get to see that too?
I think I remember that.
I think so. Was that?
And this hole in the ground, which was the entrance to the mine.